about these numbers. Think about this equation. Think about this interaction, this current exchange. The life of a Palestinian is not less than the life of theirs. The life of a Palestinian is not different than you and I's. You and I's, I'm not sure if that's even a word, but you know what I'm talking about. What is happening right now in Gaza is something that we honestly cannot fathom. Something that we will remember for many, many, many years to come. Something that my father's generation and my grandfather's generation never thought that would ever happen, that thousands of Palestinians will be freed, and inshallah, and this would not have happened if October 7th did not take place. This is the difference. When they want to tame us and want to change the narrative and call us whatever they want to call us, today the truth is shown. Today history is being written. Today the truth is winning. So what do we do as a community? What do we do to honor all the resistance leaders that have paid the cost and sacrificed their lives for this ongoing moment? All the innocent children, all the people of Gaza that have paid the cost for us to be living free here today, what do we do to give back to them? There is nothing we can do to pay and repay all of these sacrifices. So already know, your time being here in these demonstrations, that's giving back. You guys raising this flag of justice is giving back. And we have our brothers and sisters from Hands for Charity with the yellow vests, and they're going to be going around, and this is how we can make these demonstrations impactful to give back to our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Every single dollar spent goes directly to the people in need. And right now they need our help more than ever. Right now is the time for them to start rebuilding. Now is the time for them to get back what is rightfully theirs. Palestinians, this is our rightful right, so we should never negotiate it. We should never negotiate what is rightfully yours. Okay, and right now, we are days away from Ramadan. And what is special about Ramadan? And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us to witness this ongoing Ramadan, because Ramadan is so special. It's so special to all of us, and that's what gets us closer to our Creator, as to be able to go on with every single life. The specific thing about Ramadan is that back in the day, I'm going to say a quick story for everybody's recording. Back in the day, there were two best friends during the time of the Prophet. When there was a call for a battle of Badr, and one of these individuals, one of the best friends, have actually went and fought in this battle and actually died as a martyr. And the other best friend was not able to actually fight. And in fact, 1 year after, his time came and met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one of the Prophet's companions, Talha, has had a dream. And he had a dream that the best friend that waited 1 more year is the one in heaven, and the person that has sacrificed his life during the battle isn't there. And the Prophet has mentioned is because he was able to be privileged to witness a Ramadan. 1 more year of Ramadan is what could change your entire life. 1 more year of Ramadan is how you can actually give back and purify your soul, get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so you can better yourself to better society. This is our obligation. So just take this opportunity for this Ramadan to remember these people that have paid the cost for us to actually be here. Give back more and nurture your heart and educate yourself and read Quran and read about Palestinians and attend these actions and these community events, and all of that goes a long way for the people in need. Alhamdulillah, we're all here privileged. So think about that. With ongoing Ramadan, we have to be very careful with every single date that we buy. The dates that we buy, we make sure that they're directly from Palestine, not from the occupation, and it's very, very clear. So BDS right now, it should be at its strongest. This is how we have to watch out, and boycotting and divestment and sanction. All of these things you guys already have known. You already know. We've been doing this for more than 15 and a half months, and you guys already know all of this, but we're just here as a simple reminder that BDS, boycotting, divestment and sanction, just watch out with every single thing that you buy. You make sure you help our brothers and sisters, and do not help the occupation. And this is how we can continue this advocacy moving forward with our intentions and what we purchase. It's because it is our right. It is our right where we put our money. And in this system that we live under, when Trump and all of these individuals want to impose tariffs on Canada, and now all of a sudden Justin Trudeau calls for a boycott of American products and all of a sudden buy Canadian products. Since when is boycotting now allowed? When a few months ago it was called anti-Semitic. When they go through something, they'll realize. So we are the ones leading this way towards righteousness. This group over here, you're the ones that truly and wholeheartedly know what is right and what is wrong. This is why you're standing out here. And without further ado, we're not out here preaching, but rather learning and educating and uniting and giving back to our brothers and sisters in Palestine. So keep that in mind. Boycotting is important. And you know, Ramadan is coming up, and please, you know, give back to this cause, and at the same time, let's honor this moment, this historical moment of this exchange that is happening, that we're all taking part of and we're all witnessing. That is what is going to be something that we will remember for many, many, many generations to come, and we will tell our children and our grandchildren that we have taken part in that. So without further ado, with this powerful, righteous group, we have the team out here that's going to give their hearts out, and they're going to give their energy out back to this community, because we are a community from the community for the community. And this is what we're going to do, inshallah, and we're going to hit the streets and we're going to demonstrate and we're going to raise these flags high. So I appreciate every single one of you guys being here, and honestly, like, this is one family, one community, and we'll always keep doing this until total liberation, inshallah. 27,027 kilometers squared back to its rightful owners, down to every single rock and tree. This is what we will fight for, inshallah. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pray Asr real quick, because before we do any of this, we have to give back to our Creator. Our prayer is going to take approximately maximum 10 minutes. So we're just going to pray very quickly, Asr, and then we're going to hit the streets, inshallah. But keep that in mind. I want to be very clear that the authorities are trying to limit our prayers on the street, and that is our given right. I want to make it very clear. The authorities are trying to limit our prayer on the street. It is because they do not understand that praying is the main part of our demonstration. Praying is the main part of our demonstration. And the only way I say this is when we are praying, the ones who are not praying, please feel free to chant, or feel free to have your cameras ready, or feel free to take part in this act by just respecting and protecting the people that are praying. Just want to mention that. So we're going to pray Asr, inshallah, and then we're going to hit the streets. So thank you so much for being here. Asr, listen, and then we're going to hit the streets. But if you didn't pray Dhuhr, please pray Dhuhr, and then we're going to hit the streets. Don't worry about Asr, my timing is off a little bit. Excuse me for that. But we're going to give our energies back on the streets, inshallah, and let's give back to these chanters that are going to put their hearts out, and we have to leave here knowing that in fact we have sacrificed some of these hours to give back to the people of Gaza, and inshallah, this is how we can keep this advocacy going. So I appreciate you all for being here. We'll move in approximately less than 10 minutes, inshallah. So whoever has to pray, please pray, and then we're going to hit the streets, inshallah. For now, I think we should keep the energies going, because I know people are cold.
Our energy with this amount of people is good. It's not great, but it's good. Salaha, it's not that good. It's giving you guys the benefit of the doubt. So now we're going to do that again. Except the drummers are going to go absolutely insane. They're going to give us all their energy. I'm speaking completely on their behalf. I want every single one of you to give me every bit and every ounce of energy. We're going to start off slow. We're going How many people have been killed after this so-called ceasefire? How many bombs have been dropped in Gaza after this so-called ceasefire? How much humanitarian aid has been let in after this so-called ceasefire? We owe it to our brothers and sisters to continue hitting these streets, to continue giving our energy, and to continue holding our Canadian government complicit. So like I said, you're gonna follow my tone, you're gonna follow my pace, and then we're gonna get louder as we go. The drummers are gonna absolutely lose their arms from how tired they're gonna get after this.
That's 76 years we've been protesting, since 1948, and you know we ain't resting. And while you sit in Parliament debating and contesting, sending cops on us, we will continue the fight, continue investing in our youth and in good people. Again, we ain't resting. On the streets, on the shelves, boycotting and divesting. Shout out to the PDS movement, apartheid food we ain't digesting. Shame on this government for supporting this affliction. Shame for considering the JNF a charity, a filthy contradiction. 89 destroyed villages on their bloodied hands. You're complicit and you're silent while this evil expands. So let me ask you this. Is Palestine so different to Ukraine? Invasion of land, oppression, aren't we all one and the same? Is our light, is our blood lighter than theirs? Do we not feel fear or pain? Do you think you're not responsible or free from blame? Do you think all our efforts will be in vain? That we will not fight for our land, that we won't remain? Do you not see our progress and what we have overcame? Well, let me reassure you, we will be back, and with this small group here that we have, that we will show what it means to fight against oppression, and we will give our hearts out to this movement, and we will show everybody that is standing for Ukraine what it means to be one and the same. When these people of Ukraine fight for oppression, yes, raise this sign of victory. Yes, this is what it means to be fighting against oppression. Yes, this is what it means to be human. Yes, we are going to give our hearts out, and the drummer is going to take us away, and we're going to show them what it means to demonstrate. We're going to show them what it means to fight for humanity. We're going to show this whole world that we stand all together.
Since we have a lot of non-Arabic speakers, Hurriya means freedom. So when I say every single person that hears my voice to chant back, because when we chant for freedom, it's a chant for every single human being. How many of you actually believe that? That within our lifetime, Palestine will be free? Let me hear you make some noise if you think within our lifetime, Palestine will be free. As I always do, for those that are here right now, that are Palestinian, make some noise! Now for those that are here, that are not Palestinian, but stand with the people of Palestine, make some noise! most documented genocide, yet the most denied. One of the most brutal genocides of the modern era. After 16 long months, the people that are Palestinian, but also the rest of the entire world, has woken up and stood with Palestine and remains to stand with Palestine. We've been hearing for the last month or so, and a little bit longer, that Donald Trump has plans for Gaza. Donald Trump says that Gaza would be a beautiful area to completely redevelop, to turn into a fantastic piece of real estate. We stand here with our brothers and sisters in Gaza, and we stand against what Donald Trump is saying. We stand firm with our people and their steadfastness, that no matter how many homes you destroy, no matter how many lives you ruin, no matter how many people that you kill, we will remain on our land. We will remain on the rubble. We will redevelop. We will start a new life. We will start new families. We will create new jobs. We will create new infrastructure. And we will rebuild Gaza like it once was, and even better. So a message to Donald Trump, Netanyahu, and all the Western powers around the world. Palestine, especially Gaza, is not for sale, never will be for sale, and cannot be bought. Because the resilience and the steadfastness of the Palestinian people is unlike any other.
Can I try out a new chat with you guys? Can I try out a new chat with you guys? Guys? Yes? So, whatever I say, you're gonna say from the river to the sea, okay? Regardless of what I say, you say? And if I get louder, you're gonna get? And if I go faster,
So the reason we're stopped in the middle of this intersection, our movement is, it's allowed us over the past 16 months to connect with our communities all over the world. So most recently, the drummers in Manchester have reached out to us and we have been collaborating on videos. After those videos got traction, we've been able to connect with drummers in Nablus, in Palestine. As exciting as that is, and as much as that moves us, it also motivates us to be louder and show our people in Manchester and show our people in Nablus that we challenge them to be even louder. So we're gonna do this chant as loud as we possibly can. 2025! 2025! We're gonna set up for prayer, and then we're gonna say a few words. So for those that would like to pray, or need to go make wudu right now, please go ahead and do so. We'll start prayer in about 5 minutes or so.
For 5 minutes, and then the people that are not going to pray can take part in that. And then we're going to say a few words, and then we're going to conclude the demonstration. I'm going to make it very clear. We're going to pray, and then we're going to conclude the demonstration.
To make clear, now we are going to conclude our demonstration, that the prayer is the main part of our demonstration. When we demonstrate, it is an act of struggle for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our Creator as to why praying is the main part of our demonstration. So thanks
to all of you for giving out your heart and giving back to our Creator, and every single person that did not pray, you also taking part in actually making sure we are safe and we're making sure that this proceeds. So we thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for actually being here, so you can all go back home and feel like you have done something for Palestine. But as we said earlier in our speech, you know, this is the least we can do to honor this historic and remarkable moment that we have never ever thought we would ever witness in our generation. Thousands of Palestinians are being freed. This is something that my parents and my grandparents have never ever thought that this would have been possible. And now we are taking part in writing this history today. So thanks to all of you for actually taking some time out of your day, for actually standing up on what is right, for actually showing up the Ukrainian community and what this energy here has, what this community has, the type of heart that we have. So regardless of all the haters out here, we want to say a few things. Is with the ongoing elections, there is an ongoing elections, and it's okay. Some people do not agree with us, and let them pass by, let them do their thing. There is an ongoing election happening here. And as LP48, we remain non-partisan. I want to make it very clear. It's okay. It's okay. Police will deal with it. Anyways, with this ongoing election that is going on, we remain non-partisan, meaning we do not push for any political agenda. But what we say is, please, as an individual, do your due diligence, look into these candidates, ask about them, and see if they will actually stand up for what you believe in. If you do, then by all means support. But if none of them actually stand with you, then again, it's your decision. But what we can say here is, please do your due diligence, because your vote matters. Your vote, your stance here matters. Let's make sure it counts. So again, with the ongoing election, that is up to you. As we said, Ramadan is coming up. Let's keep aware of the BDS and making sure we purchase items that are not under the boycott list, as we said earlier in the speech. And this is what we have to keep doing to fight for our brothers and sisters in Palestine. And you're tired of hearing all of this again and again and again. There's our brothers and sisters here from Hands for Charity. This is where you can give back to this cause. Your stance here, you have given back to this cause. And before we actually end, as always, teach your children that Palestine is occupied, teach your children that the Al-Aqsa Mosque is held captive, teach your children that the Zionist entity is an enemy, teach your children that the resistance is an honor, and teach your children that there is no such country called Israel. Assalamu alaikum, and thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one.